In this video, I'll show you how to remotely access your Adopisoft Raspberry Pi or Orange Pi using KPTD Remote Access VPN. First, we need to enable SSH for Adopisoft in the admin dashboard. To do this, log in to Adopisoft using your admin username and password. If you're now in your Adopisoft admin dashboard, click on System in the left navigation menu, then select System Services and click Enable SSH. After enabling SSH on your Adopisoft, open a command prompt window if you're using Windows. Before doing this, make sure to note your Adopisoft's IP address. In the command prompt window, type SSH space the username of your Adopisoft SSH. If you use Raspberry Pi, use the username Pi. If you use Orange Pi, use the username root. Since I'm using a Raspberry Pi, I'll use Pi for this example. After typing the username, add and then the IP address of your Adopisoft. Then press Enter. If this is your first time SSHing your Adopisoft from your laptop or PC, you will see a security prompt in your command prompt window. Type yes and press Enter to continue. Now, type the SSH password for your Adopisoft. If you are using a Raspberry Pi, the password is Raspberry. If you are using an Orange Pi, the password is ASDF at 12345. You can find detailed information on the Adopisoft documentation website. Since I am using a Raspberry Pi, I'll use Raspberry as the password. Note that you won't see the characters as you type the password. After typing it, press Enter. If you successfully connect to your Adopisoft via SSH, you will see a prompt like this in your command window if you are using a Raspberry Pi. The next step is to check the date and time on your Adopisoft via SSH. If the date and time are not set correctly, you may encounter issues connecting to the internet or downloading the KPTD Remote Access VPN installer. To check the date and time, type date in the command prompt window and press Enter. If the date and time are set correctly, you can skip this step and proceed to download the KPTD Remote Access VPN installer. To set the date and time, type in the command prompt window, sudo space date space, type your current date and time with the format you see in your screen, and press Enter. In this example, I will set the date and time to September 13, 2024, 4:53 p.m. Then press Enter. You can verify the date and time by typing date again and pressing Enter to ensure it has been set correctly. Next, we will download the KPTD Remote Access VPN installer. To do this, log in to the KPTD website. Go to Remote Access in the left navigation menu. Select the Remote Access with the OVPN service. Ensure the remote URL is set to 443. If not, you can change it here. Set the service to OVPN and the application to HTTPS 443, then click Go Back. Copy the Remote Access URL installer by clicking the name of the remote access and then click Copy to copy the URL installer. We can verify what is inside the URL by pasting in the Google Chrome address bar. Please do not share this link with anyone, as it contains sensitive information, including the port, username, and password for your remote access VPN. After copying the KPTD Remote Access VPN installer URL, return to the command prompt window. Next, we need to download the installer file using the copied URL into your Adopisoft SSH. To do this, in your command prompt window, type curl space minus big letter O space, paste the URL. Then press Enter. To verify that we have successfully downloaded the installer file, type ls in the command prompt window and press Enter. If the installer file is downloaded successfully, you will see the file named ovpn.sh. Next, we need to add execution permissions to the installer file. Without these permissions, we will encounter a permission-denied error when trying to run the file. In this example, I will attempt to run the installer file without execution permissions. To do this, type dat / followed by the file name of the installer and press Enter. You can see that I receive a permission-denied error when I run the file. Now, let's add execution permissions to the installer file. To do this, type chmod +x file name and press Enter. To verify that you have successfully added execution permissions to the installer file, you should see the file name displayed in green if you type ls and press Enter. Next, run the installer file. To do this again, type dat / followed by the file name and press Enter. You will see the same on my screen if the installer file's content is correct. Type Y and press Enter to proceed with the installation. Wait for the installation to finish. This may take a minute. If you don't see any errors in the command prompt after the installation is complete, you can now remotely access Adopisoft. However, I recommend bridging the VPN interface in the Adopisoft admin dashboard, as remote access may occasionally fail with. I will try to open the remote URL of my Adopisoft. Copy the URL from the command prompt window and paste it into the address bar of Google Chrome. I have successfully installed the KPTD Remote Access VPN on Adopisoft. Next, I will guide you through bridging the VPN interface in the Adopisoft admin dashboard. Now, log in to your Adopisoft admin dashboard. Once you're in the Adopisoft admin dashboard, click on Network and then select Interfaces. You should see a newly added interface called TUN0. This is the interface we need to bridge. Now, click on Bridges under the Network section in the left navigation bar. Scroll down until you see Select Ports Interfaces to Bridge. Check the VPN interface named TUN0, then scroll down and save the changes. After saving, restart your Adopisoft and wait for it to reboot. You can also check if the Remote Access VPN is connected through your Adopisoft on the KPTD website. That's all for this tutorial. Thank you for watching.